2019 just ended. We're entering what? Oh my gosh, the third month of 2020. Like, where does the time go?
That's crazy, right?
Seriously.
Yeah.
What were your biggest lessons, would you say, for 2019? I'll start.
Okay.
I mean, something that I was thinking about is, there's been so much conversation, especially amongst Black women in the community, about, love yourself and, sisterhood and all these kinds of things. But self-love is also about loving yourself in action, right? What does that look like? I mean, for 2019, to make the decision of not just to talk about things I want to do, but to actively pursue them, to say, you know what, I'm going to put pen to paper. I'm going to do my tax forms for the businesses that I want to do, or I have multiple businesses that I want to do, but where am I starting? What's the starting point, right? And here we are, Sisterhood Society for Women of Color. Awesome. I'm telling you.
So is that what you wanted to start? That's what you were saying? That was your lesson?
Yes, my lesson was being active, not just loving myself, saying I love myself, which I do, but what does loving myself in action mean? So many times, when it comes to people that we love or friends that we have, we are trying to help them by any means necessary pursue the things that they want to do, but we don't do that for ourselves. So 2019 was loving myself in action. And pursuing my dreams and putting it first.
Loving yourself enough to pursue your dreams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good
All
one.
right. Well, why don't you go? You go. What's your lesson?
So my biggest lesson, I think, was everything does not require or need a response.
Oh, that's good.
I think sometimes as women, we are very emotional people, and we want to respond. And even if it's something negative, even if it's with dealing with people or things that we deal with in the workplace, taking it in before you just respond. And sometimes, if you sit back, you may get a different outcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
No, absolutely.
Responding as soon as things happen.
Absolutely. There's so much in what you just said, especially as Black women in the workplace or minority women in the workplace. We have a different route of things that we have to work through. Being so quick to respond, that can be seen as us being aggressive or being too blunt or too bold or, a conversation could, because I have experienced that. Emotional, exactly. I've experienced that. A conversation is happening, a comment could be said, and literally the room will look at you. It's like they're waiting for the bomb to explode. And I'm sitting there like, what happened? So that's good. That's a good one.
Especially like in relationships, right? We don't always have to respond.
And not responding don't even mean that they're right, you wrong. It's just like, okay.
Sometimes
I need to learn
not even like worth it. Like worth your energy to respond to. You know what I'm saying? And it'll throw you completely off track by trying to respond.
Absolutely. Like you want to pick and choose.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I need to learn that.
There you go.
Girl, I feel the heat. As soon as she said it, Tanisha was like, girl.
I know, right? Head wagging and all
I'm
that.
just really big on, like visualization and manifestation. And I think if you want to create the world around you, sometimes you have to respond differently.
Absolutely.
Some things are just a test, just to
Or
see.
be the change that you want to see.
Exactly.
Yeah. But be that change. Right.
That's good. That's good.
That's gonna have to be edited out. I'm like,
but that's real, is it?
No. Okay. So for me, I honestly, I think 2019 was probably the biggest learning year that I've had because I feel like mentally I had to learn so many lessons about controlling my thoughts, not worrying about so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the biggest lesson was just kind of the same thing. everything doesn't need a response. You don't have to worry about stuff. Like, if you're gonna trust God, then trust God.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, there's certain stuff that's just gonna be out of your control.
Right.
And all you doing is holding yourself up by trying to worry about stuff that's in God's plan, you know, by trying to change stuff that God has already kind of mapped out for you. So just, you know, relax in like the peace of God and trust that He has your best interest at mind.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be people that don't like you. You can't make them like you.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
There's gonna have people that try to like hinder what you want to do, but if God have it for you, it don't matter what nobody else trying to do. And there's so much like peace and calm and just, you know, like a peace of mind that comes with just, you know, trusting that God is going to work it out for you. And it took me through this year trying to learn that lesson, but I feel like I came out of 2019
Right.
with a whole nother
perspective.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like, what's gonna be like, my book is already written in God's eyes, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it don't matter what other people try to do. It don't matter how other people try to manipulate, try to lie, try to throw you off track, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. God got me. I'm good.
I know that's why I'm good.
You know what
I'm good. Girl.
She said that with attitude, like it's coming and I'm going to
It's
somebody.
coming.
No, but
It's
you
a
gotta
done
claim
deal.
it. You gotta claim it.
You do.
So, and it is so.
You do,
Right,
and you
right.
have to have the boldness to know. See, and I think that's the thing, because it's one thing to like trust God,
Right.
but then if you don't have like that boldness, then it's like when you don't see it, and that's the whole thing with like faith. It's like when you don't see it, it's easy to be like, oh, well, maybe it ain't gonna happen. Or maybe that person is trying to like hinder. But when you confident in it, you just like, I got this. God got it. It's all right.
Right.
It's
right,
good.
right.
Yeah.
That's growth. I
It
think that's when
is.
you've, you know, grown to a certain maturity level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
can
true.
rest in that.
Damn, I don't. Y'all done gave whole essays, and I'm sitting here like, what did I learn?
Good girl, bye.
My biggest lesson, I feel, I'm gonna honestly say, is putting my money where my mouth is. You know what I mean? Like, literally not slacking on the things that I say that I want to do.
Yeah, going
And
for
not
it.
to build somebody else's dream more than I'm building my own.
That's a good one.
Because you could get caught up and get caught up. Like, for real. Like, we get caught up because of the bills and this and that's real.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, it's another year that passed and I'm still at the same point that I was. And I could say all I'm on, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do that. But then when it comes to actually making it happen, you know what I mean? Oh, I gotta work a double because I gotta pay this. Oh, I gotta pay this off and I won't do this. It's just like, nah.
And you end up putting your
You end up
stuff to
putting
the
your
side.
own, you put your own stuff to the side, and that's just like it's making my own, like mine's is just slowly happening because I'm not putting my money where my mouth is, and I can honestly be 100 and say like, you know, I was talking the talk but wasn't walking the walk. You know what I mean? And you gotta be real with yourself and look in the mirror and be like, you're the only one that's in charge besides God. Of course, God, but then if He put it in you, you go for it. Because if not, somebody else gonna do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, fake without works is dead, right? So it's like, that's my biggest lesson. I gotta put my money. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm not gonna get discouraged, even though I do. But I'm not gonna let the discouragement stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just, I'm gonna hone in and I'm gonna have to regroup and I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. Because, time is wasting, getting old. I think that's probably it. Patience was my thing for the beginning of the year, but I don't even know. Girl, the patience is still a work in progress.
I was about to say, girl, you got patience?
Like, I'm getting it. I'm trying.
No, but you had a good lesson, and then it manifested
See?
for you by the end of
She's
last
so
year.
encouraging. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.